Found a microphone. Morning, all. We're doing stuff a little bit out of order today, so we got it up and going. As soon as I get a microphone, it'll be good to start. Until Leslie gets here. Yep.
What it's like to see a good man up on the stage.
Alrighty, good morning. Good morning, all. Alrighty, we're a little bit disheveled, but it's Easter and we're having a good day. So thank you all for being here today. We're going to start off with the introductory song of Surely the Presence. Thankfully, we have Rick here today to help play along for us. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. I can feel his mighty power and his grace. I can feel the brush of angels' wings. I see glory on each face. Surely the presence of the Lord is in this place. Then, if we can break out the hymnals here and move to number 6, Morning Has Broken.
Thank you.
Number 6.
I'll play a little introduction. I'll play 2 the first verse.
Okay. Are we doing all of it, or are we just doing the first? All 3? Okay. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first birds. Praise of the singing, praise of the morning, praise of the screaming, fresh from the word. Sweet rains new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on first grass. Praise of the sweetness of the dear garden, sprung where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's receive of the new day. Alrighty, despite technical glitches, our Sunday service is being live streamed. We would welcome you. We would welcome you to support us by donating at unitybillings@gmail.com for PayPal, or you can visit our website, unityofbillings.org, and click on the donate button from there. Some announcements. The Billings Bright and Beautiful cleanup is on April 25th from 9 to 1. Stay as long as you're able. It's going to be east of the airport at Swords Park, where we were last year. We still have shirts available for that if anyone doesn't have a Unity shirt for that event. It was a really good time last year. We would welcome people to be. I sadly won't make it, but I am looking forward to seeing pictures and all sorts of great things. The food collection has continued downstairs and will be an ongoing project for family services. Whenever we start to get enough food in there, we take that over to family services, and it's been nice to support the community that way. The meditation room is available from 9:30 a.m. on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. 9:30 a.m. on Sundays, and then Monday and Tuesday evenings between 7 and 8. It's a nice place to compose if you need it. Next Sunday is the Friendship Potluck Sunday. Even if you don't have a dish, we would welcome you to stay. There's always too much food as it is. April speakers. Today is Reverend Edee Weigel with WISE. April 12th will be Reverend Phil Zemke with Deep Peace. April 19th will be Reverend Edee Weigel again. And then April 26th will be Reverend Dwight Welch. So if you can all take a moment to center yourselves, today we'll be doing the Unity song with David Friedman.
Every prayer is answered, every prayer is heard, every thought and feeling, every spoken word, what your soul has longed for, what your heart can feel, is already here, is already real. There is no one out there is no one else. You hold all the answers deep inside yourself. There's a voice that whispers, there's no you, no me, there's just one, there's just unity. One power, one presence, one light to lead the way, all loving, all knowing, that answers when you pray. When the world looks darkest and your eyes can't see, gather all your troubles, give them all to me. I am always with you. I will always be. I am one. I am unity. We are one. We are unity.
Alrighty, thank you all for centering. I'm going to light the Christ candle representing the indwelling Christ within all of us. Alrighty, and the daily word today is Easter. If you could affirm with me. On this glorious Easter morning, I rise. Just as Jesus transcended death, turning pain into light and sorrow into joy, I too have the power to rise above any challenge. When I feel defeated, I rise. When I stumble, I rise. When sorrow weighs heavily, I rise. Each rising is proof that resurrection is a divine energy pulsing through every heartbeat and breath. This Easter, I behold with awe every sign of life's renewing presence. A kind word, a morning breeze, a generous impulse, a wave of gratitude. All are glimpses of Easter's restoring power lifting me higher. Easter is not just Jesus' story. It's mine too. His resurrection is a reminder that the power to rise above struggles and limitations is alive in me. I am a new creation. I rise. In 2 Corinthians 5:17, so if everyone is in Christ, there is a new creation. Everything old has passed away. Look, new things have come into being. If you can affirm with me one more time. On this glorious Easter morning, I rise. If we can affirm the Unity Foundation principle, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God the good, omnipotent. As well as our Unity of Billings affirmation, through divine wisdom and grace, Unity of Billings is vibrant, healing, and inclusive. As we prepare to give the love offering, if we can affirm, divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am grateful. For today's special music, we would like to open the hymns again and flip to page 300, Christ the Lord is risen today. Christ the Lord is risen today. Alleluia. Sons of men and angels say, Alleluia. Raise your joys and triumphs high. Alleluia. Sing ye heavens and earth reply. Alleluia. Nor thoughts of darkness gloom. Alleluia. No more thought of death and tomb. Alleluia. To the heavens and the earth. Alleluia. Let our souls ascend the heights. Alleluia. By thy dazzling radiant rays. Alleluia. Shine, illuminate our days. Alleluia. Constant be the truth will dawn. Alleluia. Now arise, ascend, shine on. Alleluia. Thank you very much, Rick. It's always great to be able to sing along as a congregation. I love when we have the hymnals out. We want to give our blessings to the love offering and the things that it does within our community together, and really understand how it elevates all of us, everything around us, to do wonders. And we're very appreciative of all of that. Alrighty, with that, I believe it is time for Reverend Edee Weigel to rise and tell us how we're going to rise.
very carefully here. Good morning. Happy Easter. Woo! I guess winter's over, Montana. Today we are going to do some responsive readings, and this will be in the back of our hymnals. And we're going to do responsive Easter reading number 11, which is on page 528. So it's way in the back. Make sure that microphone stays on there now. How y'all doing? My mother was from Texas, so you know. How y'all doing? Get my cornbread, Mom. God bless her. Are y'all ready?
We're ready.
All right. I am the resurrection and the life. John 11:25.
He who follows me will not walk in darkness,
But will have the light of life.
The cross of Jesus is an emblem of triumph. It stands as a symbol and the substance, supreme overcoming.
the Christ in me crosses out all error and reveals the truth of eternal life. I deny myself that I may unite with the self, that I may be one.
I resolve the thoughts of the physical body, that I may realize the spiritual body.
Now on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene came to the tomb early, while it was still dark, and saw that the stone had been taken away from the tomb.
I will remove the stone down from the tomb and allow Christ within me to come forth. Christ within me is my Lord. The brightness of his presence wipes out all darkness. I am filled with light, life, and peace.
We shall pass over the dark hour of the cross briefly, as the shadow of a hand across the light of the sun. For his message is,
I am the resurrection and the life. I rise triumphant, splendid, glorious, and free.
all right. Thank you very much. I picked that one because it's like, I rise. The theme of the day is we rise above. Easter morning has always been so special for me, seeing as my parents were ministers. So up early, putting on that scratchy little dress I hated, and stay clean. And I'd be like, the only thing I can say as a child is I kind of reminded myself of Junie, their daughter, but also Dennis the Menace. And thinking back about it, I'm just amazed that I've turned out to be such a nice person. Yeah, you know, I'm just strong. But so many happy memories, you know, the little fancy dresses. I mean, we're baby boomers, so we grew the 50s and 60s, our little dresses, our little hats. I do believe we had little white gloves at times.
Patent leather shoes.
Little patent leather shoes. But the 1950s and 60s fun, you know, the Easter tradition. But since my mother was a minister of a metaphysical church of religious science, we were up and out quickly to open up the church. It was way down out in Los Angeles, not too far from downtown. And such sweet memories of that loving and spiritually charged center. It was a spiritual center. And I could feel it when I walked through the door. I could just feel this presence within. It was a really old building. It was over 100 years old, did not have central heating. We had fireplaces. I'd go around and help light the fires. But such a spiritually charged environment. It was filled with dozens of wonderful, loving souls. And I know now how blessed I was to have all these extra men and women as extra parents and grandparents to me. It's like it takes a tribe to raise me, and that was the tribe. From 1986 to 1997, I lived in San Diego, and I lived right by the ashram of Paramahansa Yogananda's Self-Realization Fellowship in Encinitas. So I was a member of that church, and I attended their Sunday morning services. But I also joined the choir. And when you join the choir there, they had a man who was donating his services, but he was an opera singer from Europe, and he looked just like Sean Connery. So he ding, ding, ding on his piano and have you sing out a note. And he looked at me and goes, "Oh, what a beautiful noise you make. You're going to sing high soprano." Okay. Well, I would sing with Joni Mitchell in the car, so I could hit those notes. But Easter mornings at Self-Realization Fellowship in Encinitas was a super special event. It was a sunrise service. So we would get up like 4:30, put on our beautiful outfits because we were all going to be up on stage, about 60 of us. And I was standing in the middle, in the front. So I kind of got used to that. A sunrise service was held outdoors on a 4-acre lawn, surrounded by the palm trees, flower beds, roses, and the beautiful landscaping that opened up out onto the Pacific Ocean. So this beautiful landscaped area was given as a gift to Paramahansa Yogananda, I believe, in 1936. So it's about 20 acres of prime real estate looking over the ocean. But it has all this beautiful landscaping and beautiful buildings and beautiful church ashram grounds. At least 250 people would attend this Easter morning service. And they had chairs laid out and then standing room in the back. The roar of the breaking surf was a peaceful background in our meditation. So you could actually hear the waves down below. This Easter service was powerful and peaceful with a good sermon, as well as singing the cosmic chants. I decided lately that I'll start bringing in some of my upbringing. So Yogananda wrote beautiful songs translated from the Hindu or yoga type Sanskrit and into American voices. So I've sang some for Rick. I think one of these days we'll figure out how to sing some of Yogananda's songs. These were performed by the choir, and we had a meditation and a healing service as well. And the hour-long service seemed to go by too quickly. Everyone lingered later on the sacred space, soaking up the vibration of Jesus' resurrection and God's almighty presence within. So we would stay afterward and just walk around on the grounds, at beautiful meditation grounds. The Easter story, to me, is one of the most powerful and memorable stories of the Bible. I felt the miracle in my heart as a young girl. I went to Bible camp, Bible school camp. And, the Bible stories, it just means so much. And when you're a little girl, they have all these great pictures, the artwork of the Garden of Gethsemane, Jesus praying to be strong. I felt the miracle in my heart. And as a young girl, this reverence and magnitude of this event has never left my consciousness. There was a song, last week in our Jesus Christ Superstar, Gethsemane, but I couldn't sing it. I would cry. But today, a new idea of Christ is risen. Today, I claim a new idea. Today, a new joyous energy is resurrected. It's within each and every one of us. We create our own personal Jesus, our own personal relationship with Jesus. And writing this, I could feel that I've got a new personal friendship with Jesus. I just do. There's just some presence that's with me, helping me. And I never felt like that before. I was like writing this and I'm like, "Hey, Jesus, you're cool, thanks." Singing those Jesus Christ Superstars kind of got me and him on a first name basis. But some of my material today for my Easter talk is from the original writings of Paramahansa Yogananda's Easter sunrise service in Los Angeles. And it always makes my heart sing with joy and shake my head with wonder to know that my mother was divinely led out of Texas in the Great Depression and starvation. They were literally starving to death. They lived 6 months on red beans and cornbread. This is during the Great Depression. They were living in the Dust Bowl, where grandmother had to stuff wet rags around the windows to keep the dust from coming in and taking over their house. They would breathe through it like a wet handkerchief to walk when they were outside. It was so bad. And they got rescued. The big brother came with like a Model T and stuffed like 8 children and the parents and took them to Los Angeles. She said they arrived after dark, and when she got up that morning and walked outside, she saw nasturtiums, the first thing she ever saw. Roses, palm trees, lawns, beautiful landscaping. Los Angeles, 1941. Can you imagine? It was beautiful. She could ride to the beach for a nickel on the red car. But the one thing she discovered was she could go to art school, and that's where she met all the groovy, spiritual, metaphysical, groovy people. Art school, you know, artists. So she ended up going to Paramahansa Yogananda's ashram on Mount Washington in Los Angeles. It blows my mind to think that she went from that to that, and how she took me there too when I was a little girl. It's so amazing to me that she found the divine nectar of cosmic consciousness, and our house was full of it, and it's all I ever knew. She was pregnant with me when she went to these places. I feel like every cell of my body was created and growing in her as she was growing in her spiritual understanding and her spiritual calling. She said, when you get the calling, you know. I told my stepdad that last year too, before he passed away. I said, Dad, I think I've got the calling. I'm going to go. I'm going to do this. But my mother felt and knew a personal relationship with the Creator and with Jesus. Easter is a time for contemplating miracles. Love miracles. The miracle of Christ's resurrection is a deeply moving and holy inner vision. I found that this vision can instantly ground me into cosmic consciousness. You know, when I was writing this, I got overcome a few times and cried. I'm like, girl, get it together. You're going to, even though you're feeling just so deeply moved by this, you're going to be able to stand up there and stand and deliver, girl. You can do it. But that vision, the miracle, can instantly ground me and make everything else seem very trivial. But it's such a vision of a holy miracle. We can create our own personal vision of the indwelling Christ within. This beautiful vision can instantly change our sense of reality. This vision can be a soul call to embrace Christ consciousness. And this is the method of attaining cosmic consciousness. So in the words of Yogananda, he said, Christ said, I have my own Christ consciousness within, but my interactions with the Father, the Creator, God, Goddess, is cosmic consciousness. So the one is embraced by the greater. But today I'm sharing the Easter story as written by Yogananda in his book, The Second Coming of Christ, the resurrection of the Christ within you. It's a revolutionary book. In fact, there's 2 of them. Each one is about that thick. It's 1,500 pages. And these 2 big, heavy books were a present from my mother to my dear late husband, Ernie. And I'm happy to say my mom and Ernie had a wonderful spiritual friendship. He was constantly sitting with her, asking her for guidance and wisdom. And I know that Ernie did attain cosmic consciousness before he passed away. He was a student of the self-realization lessons. He was eligible to be Kriyaban. So yay, cowboy. He was a yogi cowboy. But I'm thrilled to have these books now as my reference material, so rich in truth and so rich in meaning. Here I am, carrying this book, and I was going to bring it. I go, you cannot carry that book with you everywhere you go. It's just about 5 pounds of book. It's so rich in meaning. In 1920, Yogananda's mission was to restore the world to the universal spirituality, this spiritual science that was taught by Jesus Christ to his disciples, his close disciples. So Yogananda's idea was to teach what Jesus was teaching his closest disciples, this wisdom and truth, this universality. But these teachings had been lost for centuries. Lost, removed, changed. The Bible that we read today is not the original Bible. I will be doing some talks on the lost books of the Bible. Where did Jesus go? How did he learn all this? He was a yogi in India. There's records of him being in an ashram. Yes, there are. And I will reveal the truth. The truth will be told. We are going to open the files. The highly restricted and confidential files. That's my mission in life. But these were taught by Jesus to his close disciples from the very first Easter services on Mount Washington over 100 years ago at the Self-Realization Fellowship. The essential message that Yogananda taught was about the teachings of Jesus. And they called Jesus the ultimate guru, for sure. The Easter services I attended in the 70s, 80s, 90s were not as is customary in Western civilization. Oh no. My mother's Easter sermons were also a blend of the Bible story as well as the metaphysical meaning. So rich. I got it from a stereo life growing up. The Bible story over here and the metaphysical consciousness meaning over here. But these Easter services opened my mind and consciousness to not only the love of Jesus, but also to profound wisdom of his teachings, which are applicable to everyday life. The metaphysical force and wisdom of Easter focuses on the resurrection of the Christ within. It's all inside. It's all inside. Within each and every one of us, our own personal Jesus, our own personal sacred place within is resurrected and made anew. Regardless of our outer religious affiliation, we can experience a profound peace such as we have never known before. Cosmic consciousness feeds not only our spiritual body, but it energizes and harmonizes every cell of our physical bodies. And we are healed by this holy vibration. And we can hold on to this holy vibration. It's always available for us. My mother would say, tune in to the God channel. She was so cute. She could make things seem so simple. Honey, are you tuned into the God channel? God always knows what to do. The joy of inner divine communion can be found in deep meditation. And it is grounding, healing, and can inspire us each to walk on water. I walk on water every day. Yahoo! The worldwide spread of the true spiritual science of the resurrection and the essence and the glorious essence of life and teachings of Jesus can uplift and unite rather than divide the global family of humanity. Can uplift and unite rather than divide the family of humanity. We're all in this together. And that is what I want each of us to feel today. I want to feel a freeing and liberating concept of Jesus from dogmatic confines. I just like it. Jesus was the perfect embodiment of that universal Christ consciousness, the same consciousness that dwells within the soul of every human being, everyone. This cosmic vibration is waiting to be awakened, waking, and to be resurrected. It's waiting to be called upon. And the science of prayer and meditation. We have the science of prayer and meditation. They show graphs of people's brains. It changes your brain. It changes your life. It changes the vibration of your health. You can make this soul call every day. Yogananda said he would sit down and he would go into meditation. He'd say, Lord, reveal thyself to me. Reveal thyself to me. And when I make that prayer, I get it. It comes in. This is the spiritual power. This is the spiritual power that's within each and every one of us. And as healers, this spiritual wisdom and guidance comes to us through the science of resurrection. Jesus did resurrect his own body, and he did walk among his disciples, and he did appear as flesh again before he ascended. But here is the metaphysical wisdom and meaning. Metaphysical wisdom and meaning of Jesus and his miracle. The point Jesus was making was not to give importance to the body, but to the soul. The importance is to the soul. Jesus was showing us the resurrection of the soul. He was showing us healing and forgiveness, and that these attributes lift us above the bondage of bad karma. I'm a yoga teacher, so I just love using my yoga words. Yahoo! It lifts us above bad karma, bad habits, and into a greater freedom of the soul. We bring the healing of body, mind, and soul, not only to ourselves, but to everyone we know, and everything we see, and everything we touch. We're all healers. We have this God-given power, this energetic force. We have the quantum field available to us, the study of quantum mechanics. We can use this for the power of good. The metaphysical meaning of rolling away the stone is the unblocking of our minds. We open our minds to embrace a whole new way to see religion, see spirituality, and see how fabulous we are. We're all creators. We're all masters of using the quantum field. The quantum field always says yes, no matter what you say. I'm feeling great today. Yes. Traffic's easy for me today. Yes. Oh, the irrigation's working great. Yay. The wind blew away all the tumbleweeds for me. I don't have to clean them up. Yay. Being a farmer. I got rain and snow on my ranch. A couple of miles down, they didn't get so much. I'm like, thank you, Lord, for the moisture. But we unblock our minds. We roll away a stone. We change our hearts of stone. We open up. We unblock our minds and we open up our inner vision to see and experience unlimited possibilities. Get that journal out every morning. Make those lists of your wildest dreams. You get it on paper. It comes into your life. Say, dear Lord, I'd love to have a horse. Whoop, horse showed up. I need to have a job to pay for the horse. Oh, goody, another job showed up. Now I have a ranch. Thank you, Lord. But we open our hearts to the unlimited love that's available for us. We just open up to it. Let us enjoy the Easter as not only the gateway to summer, but also opening a gateway to a new life of spiritual devotion, spiritual renewal, and spiritual understanding. There is nothing about religion that needs to divide anyone on this whole planet. We're all in this together. We're all holding hands. We are unlimited, we are free, and we are loved. And you know, I've got my little YouTube channel. I've been doing some meditations and stuff, and I'll just be filming like the cats or the horses, and I'm speaking into it. And I'm like, you know, putting it out there now into YouTube land, millions of people. What if we just needed one more good-hearted, spiritual, love-charged human being to tip the scales to save this planet? What if we only needed one more soul? Don't you want to be that one? Don't you want to be that being of light and love that you can tip the scales? Why not? That's my Easter mission. So I hope I really raised the roof today. It's like, because I'm going to raise up everyone's spirit, because I can speak from my heart and the truth that I know of how my life has worked because of my upbringing. And I want to share what I know with all of you. I see a lot of beaming faces out there right now, because I've really kind of put a spark in your hearts, and I know that I can. And that's what I love to do. And we are going to enjoy our flower ceremony. I think we're going to have Lord of the Dance. And did we hand out flowers? Does everyone have their flowers?
They're in the back.
Uh-huh.
So if people just come around.
So we're going to do a flower ceremony now for our Easter, and there's flowers in the back, and we can each walk around, get a blossom, and we'll walk up and place our individual blossom into.
Should we go the back row first and then, or what?
It's freestyle. Everybody's got the freestyle. Whatever works for you, trust your heart. Trust your heart. And like a garden that bears its fruit in season, Jesus left with his teachings, his examples, and his message of love and peace. And we will find our music here. There, yeah. So we just put it up there, and that's your part today. And we're so happy that you're here. We're so happy that you're here.
You want us to take more than one?
Thanks for being here.
And we have carnations today because carnations are a symbol of love and remembrance.
So now let's close our eyes for a moment. Let's close our eyes and share this beautiful vibration of love together in this blessed space. Breathe deeply. This is a place of love. This is a place of healing. This is a place of opening up our divine wisdom that is available to all of us. And we're all here for each other. This is a place where we hold hands and we heal each other with our love. We're so grateful to have this beautiful church in this beautiful town in Montana. Montana's got to be one of the most blessed places on the entire planet. Even in Yogananda's book, The Autobiography of a Yogi, he speaks of going to Yellowstone National Park. And there's pictures of him leading out of his convertible car, feeding the bears. Bless you, my children. So have a blessed Easter wherever you go, whatever you do today. And come back soon. We have a lot to offer, and we're always all here for you. You can come here and make friends, not only with other human beings, but also with your unlimited spiritual potential, because we're all cheerleaders for God. Namaste. Namaste. Now we're going to
There's an Easter egg one, yeah.
Is there?
Yeah.
There is.
There is?
There is. We kept you in the dark.
Oh,
We knew you'd go out and find them all.
that's hard. That's hard.
Easter
Well,
egg.
I found one. Because I saw it earlier. I found one.
Well, don't we do our?
This first, buddy. Yes.
Take that one back. I got the spot already. We got rubber bats. Everyone.
Did they want them?
We'll all do it. Oh, you have the.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, we're standing, oh, we are. Easter egg is over.
We'll tie it, we gotta get this down. So yes, there are inside, outside, downstairs, upstairs.
Just use our pens or-
No, everybody can go find it. We don't.
I don't really want to, like,
Oh, God, yes, you
am I
are.
supposed to? Okay, so I wasn't sure how long you wanted this to last, so it's just a joke, but I know that's faulty.
I suddenly realized that Charlene did get a hold of me and said she'd probably be with family today. So I'm doing the healing circle. That's all I like to call the wellness circle.
Yeah.
Let's close our eyes for a moment. I know that we've all experienced our own divine resurrection within our hearts today. I know we've all felt the power and the presence of all of us in this room. I feel it. And I know we all have this ability to be healers. And I know that as we hold our hands together, we are united in our consciousness. Again, I'm saying prayers for my dear friend Nick that lives in Dawn. I'm also asking for prayers for myself, because I did something silly to my back. So I'm doing well, but please surround me with love and light as I navigate my life alone on a ranch. Feeling a little bit like, I am not 71, I'm 17. I'm just drinking on this alone. Anyway, if there's anyone else that you'd like to have prayers for, blessings for, please say their names now in the circle.
I'd like to put my son, Kent Brewer, in for healing.
I'd like to place Sharon and Jane's son in the light.
I'd like to mention Emily Stricker. She's like a daughter to me. She needs our prayers for her health, her body, mind, and spirit. I've known her since she was 11. I'm kind of her only mother. So. Emily Stricker, surrounding her with loving light today.
Prayers of thanks and gratitude, your prayers of help, my friend Sharon. She got a good speak to you.
Yeah. Well, today you called your prayers for me, and I'm very grateful to be here.
We're grateful you're here today. And healthy.
There's a feeling for my mom's very dear friend, and says she's having some joint problems that are causing her a lot of pain and discomfort.
So we know that we are
From the
Tops of our heads to the tips of our toes, we are healthy and whole in mind, body, and soul.
so dear. Now we get to sing Let There Be Peace on Earth.
I think next Easter, we should all look for grown-up white patent leather shoes.
That's what we ought to wear
when you're little. Show us your socks. Get up on the chair and show us where your socks, Jeannie.
Yes.
Those are the greatest socks.
I want a funny Santa.
The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
Thank you.